everybody, it's Negin and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm in the historical Armenian neighborhood of Jolfa in Isfahan with my friend Milad. He has done a lot of researches about this area and he's gonna explain it to me. In this video, we're gonna visit and talk about Jolfa neighborhood, Vank Cathedral and its amazing paintings, Vank museums and Bethlehem Church. Let's visit and know about this fantastic neighborhood together. The story of Armenian migration to Isfahan. The 17th century marked a historically decisive period for Jolfa in Armenia. In 1603, Shah Abbas initiated military action against the Ottoman Empire, but the Ottomans reacted with a sizable army. Outnumbered by his opponents, the Shah ordered his troops to retreat. However, to defeat his enemy, Shah Abbas adopted the notorious scorched earth military strategy. As a result of this strategy and the threat of war, the Armenian people were forced to leave their houses and immigrate to Iran. In the Armenian history, this event is remembered as the Great Disaster. Having survived the passage across gushing waters of Aras River, the Jolfa refugees, craftsmen, notable merchants, and peaceful countrymen were forced marched towards an uncertain future. Some of the immigrants were settled at the south bank of Zayanderud River, in a region which housed an Armenian caravanserai in the past, while the countrymen were settled in other regions of the country. New Jolfa was officially registered as an established settlement in 1606. The number of Armenians in Iran is about 120,000 and a significant portion of them live in Isfahan. Today, only two neighborhoods of Tabriziha and Irvaniha are inhabited by Armenians, and other neighborhoods have become inhabited by Muslims. The Jolfa Square. On the square nowadays called Great Square, there used to be a large caravanserai with two-story buildings on either side. One of the sides of the caravanserai was a place for keeping horses and other things. The caravanserai is no longer there. With the efforts of Armenians living in Isfahan in the Jolfa neighborhood, 24 churches were established by the end of the 17th century, while the number of churches in other parts of Isfahan reached 6 by that time. Unfortunately, only 13 churches from that era remains today. One of them is Vank Cathedral, which invites you to drink a sip of art, history, and peace. A place that is not only famous for its architecture and artistic decorations, but also for the Vank Church Museum. And its interesting items are among the reason why tourists pay attention to this attraction. Vank Church dates back to 1606. At that time, it was only a small building. After 50 years, in 1655, the residents of Jolfa during the reign of Shah Abbas II started the construction of the main building of church, which is almost the same building today. The construction of the new Vank Church took from 1655 to 1664, that is nearly 10 years. In 1905, the process of expanding the church area was started by Armenians and new buildings were added to the area. Vank Church architecture is a combination of Islamic and European architecture. The Vank Cathedral is located in an area about 8,700 square meters, of which nearly 4,000 square meters are buildings and the rest are Vank Garden and the green space of the complex. In the architecture of most churches, stone is used, but in Vank Church they used brick instead of stone. You can see tiles with the image of winged angels among the brick texture of the walls. You can also see the graves of important and influential Armenian people in this area. The entrance street of Vank Cathedral and its interior area is paved. The paintings inside the church are in Italian style and divided into several categories. The painting of heaven and hell that shows the doomsday, Old Testament and New Testament paintings, and the paintings around the walls of the church above Islamic patterns and design. The paintings on the dome of Vank Church is the images of the creation of Adam and Eve. The story of Adam eating the forbidden fruit and the story of Abel and Cain can be seen on the azure shell of the big dome. Guys, let me tell you something. There were plenty of amazing and unbelievable stories my friend told me, and I can't translate all of them right now for you. I just tried to record some videos for you to translate it later, and maybe with some English narrations. It's been nearly 1-2 hours we were inside the church and just explaining and describing the paintings only, not the museum, not the outer yard here. So all of them has different stories, so I will tell you later. اسمشون چی بود این دو نفر؟ حالا باید اینا خوبه. الان این میاد چیکار میکنه؟ میاد چیکار میکنه؟ بغلش هم کشیشه. خوبه؟ Vank Church includes 2 museums, historical and anthropological. So let's visit historical museum first. Now, this is the smallest prayer book in the world. Like, this is my finger. This is the size of this book. The Vank Cathedral hosts a historical museum which can be found on the north side of the church. These halls contain numerous historical displays as well as objects of interest. Building the museum in 1905, Armenian merchants from around the world donated several artworks to the church. Helmet crown.
قسمتی از لباس این آره باشی مریم خورتونی داستانم زیاد
جامعه مخصوص مراسم مذهبی که اکثرا ساخت خوشگل میفته اینجا تو ویدیو. If you enjoyed this video so far and you want to know more about the real Iran, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and like this video. You can also share it with your friends whom you know they might like this kind of video. I personally liked the Museum of Anthropology more and felt more emotionally close to it. Bill. Church bill. خدا این بخشش خیلی خوشگله. Bethlehem Church or Bethlehem Church was constructed and completed in 1627 with the initiative and financial support of a wealthy Armenian merchant called Khaja Petros. Bethlehem has the largest dome among Jolfa churches and it's even older than Vank Church. The meaning of the word Bethlehem is the house of bread. To commemorate the charitable work of Khaja Petros, an inscription in Armenian language is placed on the entrance. His tombstone is also located on the western entrance of the church. You can also see the graves of some Armenian people here. This part is called candle lighting and there are 4 paintings of the 4 Gospels named John, Matthew, Luke, and Mark, and a section for lighting candles. This was also an oven that I don't know exactly what was the usage of it. Bethlehem Church bears inscriptions depicting the date of its construction and renovations. Another inscription on a tile is showing that the church was renovated by several wealthy Armenians in 1899. The walls of the Bethlehem Church bear elaborate paintings representing a combination of Iranian and Italian artistic styles. They are mostly painted by European and Armenian artists depicting stories from the Gospel and Torah. As a matter of fact, the Bethlehem Church holds much more paintings and goldwork than any other church in Isfahan. You can spend hours in the relaxing environment of this church and enjoy the paintings. I feel the energy of this church is very high because every time I visit it, I don't want to come out anymore and I want to sit there for hours. If you enjoyed this video so far and you want to know more about the real Iran, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and like this video. You can also share it with your friends whom you know they might like this kind of video.